Hello everybody, welcome to Team Hexblade. Today on the menu is what is Altergeist? Now you might be wondering, who are you? What are you, Team Hexblade? Well, Team Hexblade is another offshoot of a channel that I started a long time ago, and I decided to re-update it and make it better and try to do something a little bit different. So this is going to be a new gaming channel where I'm going to be doing mostly Yu-Gi-Oh videos, such as What Is series, how to play certain decks, how to play certain cards, how certain cards work for shorts, and possibly other things. Who knows? We are going to find out. So today on the menu is What is Altergeist? So I'm going to go over a deck list real quick, and you might be wondering, what is it about the side deck? Well, I will get to that in a little bit. So, we're going to have Altergeist Philogiert, Figialert. When a Altergeist Link monster is leaked summoned to your field, you can target one other Link monster on the field, special summon this card from your hand to the zone that card points to. For the rest of this turn, that monster is also treated as an Altergeist monster. You can also use this effect. It's also pretty insane. It is a 1400 body, level 4 water type. Pretty good. We have two Altergeist Conquery. This one is a sort of like a Battle Fader type of effect. When your opponent's monster declares an attack and you control an Altergeist card, you can special summon it from your hand and negate the attack. So it's actually pretty good. We have 3 copies of Altergeist Marionetter. She's your searcher. She sets a card from the deck, and some of them actually are really strong. We have 3 Altergeist Muleseek. This card allows you to search pretty much every card in your deck, or every monster in your deck, because they're all Altergeist monsters. So they're also, it's a level 1 that's under 1,000 for Almirage, which if you normal summon this off of Almirage. There are other things that you can do with this deck that you can do on your own if you want to do some playtesting with your own. Multi-Faker, this card was actually, I believe, at one point. Whenever you activate a trap card, you can special summon this card from your hand, and then special summon another Altergeist from the deck in defense, which you would usually summon Altergeist Siliquidus. This one you want to play at 2 at the most, because this card basically just bounces everything, including itself, to the hand, so it negates something. That's actually pretty good. It returns a card back to the opponent's hand. Basically, you bounce something, it bounces something else. We have 3 Pot of Extravagance. You want to banish from your extra deck. You don't want to play any Desires in here because you don't want to lose your key cards. You don't want to lose something like Pseudo Space, which I will talk about here in a minute. I have 3 copies of Secret Village of the Spellcasters. It is a very control-oriented version of Altergeist. You can basically make it however you want. Altergeist is one of those decks that you can basically make however you want. And, of course, I have Set Rotation and Terraforming. Set Rotation, basically, you activate this and set it on your field. Bop, bop. Set Pseudo Space to your opponent's field face down, and then activate Set Rotation. Neither player can activate or set other field spells. So your opponent can't send Pseudo Space to the graveyard for something like Mystic Mind. This actually is very anti-Mystic Mind, if you want to say something about that. Terraforming, of course, like I said before, it searches out your Secret Village. 3 Camouflage. Basically, your opponent cannot target the monster for attacks. It does not prevent the opponent from attacking directly, though. Negate that opponent's monster's effect that activates by targeting the monster they equipped. It can do that too. We have 3 Altergeist Haunted Rock. This is one of the newer cards for Altergeist. If this card was set by an Altergeist card, you can activate it the turn it was set. When this card is activated, send 1 Altergeist monster from your hand to the graveyard. When your opponent activates a trap card, you can send 1 Altergeist monster from your hand to the graveyard to negate it. So that's pretty good. We have 3 Manifestation. It's basically like a Call of the Haunted for the deck. Targets an Altergeist monster in the graveyard, special summons in an attack position. Equipping it to this card. So you want to either special summon back your Muleseek or your Siliquidus, and then bounce it back to the hand with Siliquidus' effect, and then do all your shenanigans over again. Protocol. This basically protects your entire board. Your board cannot be negated, pretty much. You can send another face-up Altergeist card to the graveyard to negate the activation of a monster effect. Also pretty strong. So this one negates traps, this one negates monsters. Basically, you've got Secret Village also to negate spell, or to prevent your opponent from activating spell cards. So it's a pretty strong package here. Personal spoofing. Basically, you can shuffle your Altergeist card from your hand to the field or to the back to the deck. Add an Altergeist monster from your deck to your hand that you need, such as, of course, Multi-Faker. Multi-Faker, you always want to have at least one of in your hand to do it. I also have 2 Solemn Judgments, just in case. For the extra deck, we have an Alistair the Invoker of Madness. We have 3 copies of Hexia, 3 Kidolga, 2 copies of Memory Gant, and 2 copies of Prime Banshee. We have Access Code Talker, Almirage, Phoenix, and Unicorn. So for the side deck, why did I say the side deck? So the side deck can actually go into Alistair the Invoker. You can go into a sort of Macabre play, an invoked play if you wanted to. You want to be able to get Alistair, Invocation, and Magical Meltdown into the deck, which is also why you play Pseudospace, Secret Village, and stuff like that. You want to be able to actually use Meltdown and add your Invocation. So you want to be able to add Alistair the Invoker. And since it's almost all spellcasters anyway, you also have 3 Ash Blossom. You can decide this out for any of your other favorite hand trap that you want. You want to run 3 hand traps, but you don't want to really in the main deck because your entire deck is a control deck and it's supposed to shut everything down. And if you guys want to see a dual video of this, I will basically pull one up here. I will show you the in solo mode. I will show you the best hands that you can probably get for this. If you have this, you banish it. This is basically Ash Fodder. Banish 6 cards. Draw 2. Okay, so this hand wasn't that good, so you can just set. Summon Siliquitus, set 5, and pass it to your opponent. When your opponent's turn goes, you want to be able to activate set rotation, being able to give Pseudospace to your opponent, and set Secret Village. And when it goes to your opponent tries to activate something huge, something big. You want to go for Solemn Judgment, or you would want to go after Protocol. Either one of these pathways will actually guarantee you a turn pass. Your opponent won't be able to do anything, so it'll go to you. Next turn, you will go to activate Standby main phase. You want to go to activate Secret Village of the Spellcasters. Your opponent can't do anything. So, if your opponent wants to do this, send one Altergeist monster from your hand to the graveyard. We do not have a monster in our hand, so we can't actually activate Haunted Rock. Altergeist Camouflage, basically target a monster, equip it to it. It cannot target it for attacks. But we want to activate Protocol. Basically, he cannot negate anything, and then we have Altergeist Camouflage. Activate the effect of Silk. Return Camouflage to the hand. Bounce whatever they have. Poke them. And then they'll go next. They can't get around it, so they'll set, pass. And then it'll be your turn again. Activate this on your main phase. Banish 6 cards again. Wow, that's pretty bad. So we got Muleseek here. Muleseek will be able to send... Well, that's not that great, is it? Actually, it's not that bad. So basically what happens is you want to send Muleseek to the graveyard and summon Almirage to your field. Your opponent has anything that you want to send away. Search your deck for a Multi-Faker. Why not? It doesn't really matter. You want to be able to go into this, get out your Nightmare Phoenix, send something from your hand to the graveyard. Boom. Your opponent tries to activate a trap card. You also have Haunted Rock, and you have Solemn Judgment. So there you go. There you have a decent way to do this. And let me go to the side deck real quick and how you'd want to take cards out and put cards in. So you want to do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You want to take out 3, 4, 5, 6, You don't want to get rid of that. 7 and maybe a spoofing. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, and 4. Basically, that's what you want to do. Done siding, and then it goes off to your turn. Standby, main. So activate Meltdown, get your Alistair the Invoker. Then get your Alistair the Invoker to your hand. Bop, 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 bop. Normal summon Alistair the Invoker. And then get your invocation. If your opponent tries to, let's say, Ash Blossom that, you'll already reveal the invocation in your hand. They're probably just going to quit right there. Let's see. You don't really have a way to get this on the board right now, but you do have an Almirage that you can summon, which is a good thing. So you want to be able to send this card to the graveyard, go for Almirage, and then set to. I'll move this over here. So that's kind of what you want to do. Almirage is a good control card. As a quick effect, you can target a monster. It cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects this turn. And yeah. And basically, we go to your turn. When it's your turn, draw phase, standby main. Activate Pot of Extravagance again. Boom, there you go. Now you have Secret Village of the Spellcasters. So you want to send this to the graveyard. Activate Secret Village. Let me see. Normal summon. Seek. 2 Altergeist monsters. So this way you can't really... Oh, actually, yes, you can. Oh, it's a Salamangreat monster. Sorry, not a... my bad. Anywho, you kind of get the point what I'm trying to say. Again, reading cards does happen. People don't fucking read. Usually by this point, your opponent's already probably long gone, already quit. But this is just an idea of how the deck works. What is Altergeist? Altergeist is a very control-oriented deck. If you want to change anything yourself, feel free to do so. And I will see you guys in the next video.